which may act as relaxants on the lower esophageal sphincter. The LES acts as an anti-reflux valve between the stomach and the esophagus. Jesus. So why does normal tea give me heartburn then? That's what I need to know, Dr. Scyther. Help me. Why does normal tea make me feel like everything's on fire? You know what you find odd about Oni? Why don't dupes swim at all? Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, my fucking slicks are bugged again. Yeah, it would be nice if they had a little sploshing animation for swimming. But they don't. They just don't. Alright, we're at the edge of the map now, so we can see all of our oil biome. Over here, I think we've revealed most of this as well. So we do have quite a big band of fossil here, but I don't want to dig any more this way until we've got rid of more of this oil. We are Are we storing the oil? We're not. I probably need an overpressurized tank for the oil, don't I? And I was meant to do a little bypass, which I forgot to do as well. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I'd like to get this oil level down, so where should we make a tank for oil? Could do it like there. That'd be quite sexy. We are getting quite a bit of cooled liquid over on this side of the base now as well. So this is our overflow cooled liquid from our aquatuna setup here. So whatever the plants don't need, you know, from our toilet water and our water that comes out of the, you know, the natural gas gen build that we've got, when this pumps a bit of water, whatever our plants don't need goes to a separate overpressurized tank. So like this little bit of liquid here, it's obviously bypassed. So we've got a nice little bit of cooled liquid for if we want to do like bristle blossoms for the base later maybe, which is kind of sweet. I like it. But we do need an oil storage. Maybe here would actually be quite good. Would kind of block off this space, but you know what, let's just carry on doing some digging, get some more fossil, and then we'll come to that. We've got 13 tons of fossil at the minute, which isn't bad. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Now this is going to burst its shit any second now, so let's do a bit of this as well. Let this out of there. Relax the lower abdomen as well, because it's got them things, and relax the valve. Oh, so that's what it is. That's why. So it lowers that esophageal sphincter, and that's what's fucking me up. Are you trying to say that I've got an easily relaxable sphincter? Because Scyther, I'll punch you for that. I've punched men for less than that. Don't go commenting on my sphincters. You underestimate Merkel life. They could punish us in trade quite easily, considering we import everything. Yeah, but you see, that doesn't work. If you punish somebody for buying stuff from you, who loses? That's the thing. Who loses there? Nobody benefits from that, so they're never going to do that. They're never going to punish us for importing stuff. Ever. Because it is contradictory to business. You would never do that. Ever. So they can't do shit, Pseudo. That's what I'm saying. It's not like they've got a big bailiff who can come knocking on our door and say, we want money this month, or we're taking your car. They can't do shit. EU's got fuck all power. So that's why I don't know why, as England, we're not just saying, bye. Like, I'm not like you know, I'm not really all that patriotic and stuff, but I do believe in, like, a country's strength is, you know, its identity sometimes. And I do think that Britain's lost their identity somewhat. Not that I'm against Europe at all. I fucking love Europe. I love diversity and stuff that comes from having an interconnectivity with the world. I love that. But as a country, we're fucked. We have no manufacturing. We have no infrastructure of our own, and it doesn't work. We used to be like the steel masters of the world. Now we have zip bupkis. So I'd kind of like to see what we become as a country, what industries we cultivate. I would quite like to know. Any advice to cool hot water easily down? It depends how hot, Degrief, and what you're using it for. And how much water are we talking about? If it's just a little bit for some crops or something, there's some really easy ways. And it allows the acid to flow up. So it's like acid reflux then, Cypher. The most scientific explanation for your tea heartburn is because you drink tea too hot, so it burns a hole through your throat going into your heart, which also burns. No! It's not right! That's not science! I know you have an easily relaxed sphincter, wink wink. Sindane. Not on stream. Well, you have chavs. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Oh, we've got his Rolls-Royce engines, yeah. But it's true, like, Sheffield steel used to be, like, some of the best steel you could get in, you know, in the world. We used to have all sorts of infrastructure. We've got nothing now. So, again, I'm not opposed to the EU at all, but I am opposed to people governing rules on us. That's what I'm opposed to. Vossad, thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You better not be un-European. You know what I mean? We've got Manifest Destiny and a raging hard-on for the oil in the world. America. After you open, I wish my country would quit too, like the UK. Whereabouts are you from then, Paul? I'm calling you Paul now. I can't keep saying Mingeback. Fuck! I think if you cry while you drink the tea, it doesn't hurt that much. It's so tasty. I'm so sore. I love crying in my tea. Salted tea is best tea. Are you from Austria? I see. Oh, Jesus. Hey, listen, I don't like getting political and stuff, to be honest. I don't like doing it, because honestly, I'm not very well read on politics, and I'm certainly not very well read on most governments. I kind of wish I didn't have to be a part of it, because I don't believe in most of the shit. But I know some of you out there are very... Well, what do you think this world would be without a government? Oh my god! Do you know what I mean? And I get that. There does need to be order, and there does need to be governing bodies, but I just think current government is fucked. I think the way that current government is formed and is funded and is a victim of its own structure is bad. That's basically my take on government. But yeah. What do I know? My mum says I'm an anarchist. No, I'm not. Jesus. People say we export expertise, but most of Europe has better education than we do, so I don't know about that. You don't have to know much about politics to have a viable opinion. That's the beauty of democracy. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. But I'm also a believer that not everybody is entitled to an opinion. So, if you are the sort of person that cleans a gun by looking down the barrel, you don't deserve an opinion in a political debate. Do you know what I mean? So that's my take on it. If you check your gun is cleaned by peering down the barrel, you're not allowed in this boardroom. Get out. So, at least we don't have Trump. Yeah, there is always a silver line, isn't there? Can you imagine if this country had Trump? Imagine if we had Donald Trump in power. He'd have been hung. We'd have literally hung him. Oh, Christ. I'd like that your country would have kept its border controls. Came back at an interesting point in this conversation. Nerd, how's it going? Oh, jeez. Hey, listen, you know, it is what it is. There's always got to be somebody. There's always got to be something that's pissed off about something. And politics and government is that thing. Everybody's always got an opinion or something that the government has done to fuck them over, you know? Whether it's they changed the amount of money they get, or they've changed the laws on babies or gay marriage, or, you know, whatever. There's always something. There's always something. That's why politics is such a hot topic, isn't it? And there's always people that can get offended or choose to be offended or, you know, actively show how offended they are so that they can voice how strong their opinions are about something. That's kind of why I don't like touching it. It has bit me in the arse a couple of times when I've been having like a little waffle about something, and then somebody's gone, "Oh my god, how can you possibly say that? Have you any idea how offensive that is?" And it's like, I don't really care if you're offended. Do you know what I mean? I don't really give a shit. You're entitled to be offended. Now take it elsewhere. So, oh, that's watery, son of a bitch. Where are you from? I'm new here. Sekou, I'm from the UK, mate. I'm from England. Sort of northwest of England. I'm from the cold north. Lighter note, if the lottery's up to 2 billion. If I win, life, I'm flying you and the woman out for dinner and a beer. Then throwing you $1 million. Oh my goodness, Sindane, that'd be incredible. I will reward you with a hug on the face. Mwah. That'd be incredible. Wants to keep those Frenchies out. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus. How else am I supposed to clean my automatic gun that I should definitely be allowed to have because I'm American? Rights. Ah, shit. I'm still offended that you think milk doesn't help you with spicy food. No, I've never said it doesn't help you with spicy food. I said it only helps you if you have it before consuming said spicy food. It doesn't help you if you try and consume it whilst you've already eaten the spicy food. That is proven. Science. It helps you beforehand, but not during the event. And I'm not discussing this with you again, because that is truth. That is fact. That is science. I never used to care about politics until Brexit. I used to work at a bank, and many reasons for voting for it were just awful, yeah. South Yorkshire. If you're voting for the lesser of the evils, are you not still voting for evil? Gee burst, that is pretty profound. Yes. It's kind of where I do like the French idea, and I've said this before on stream. I like the idea the French have of you can vote white. You can basically say, I don't agree with any of these dick licks. I'm voting white. And if that is the overwhelming number of people vote that way, I quite like that. I think it's voting white. It might be voting blue. I don't fucking know. I think it's voting white. You all weren't talking about how overly sensitive Americans are now, are you? Trying to argue over politics, so most people don't care. Just trying to convert it to their point of view. Yeah, exactly, yeah. So I don't really have a stance on politics other than I don't agree with most politicians. And it's more, for me, it's more that I understand the business behind it. So, politics for me gets really fucking simple. This is the life overview, and then we'll hopefully try and stop talking about politics, right? Politics for me gets very, very simple when you look at the money, right? Where is money coming from to fund said campaign? If all of the money for a presidential campaign or a political campaign or whatever is coming from big business, you kind of have to start questioning some things. And that kind of sums up for me. Like, if a lot of funding is coming from a pro-gun company or pro-gun federation, or a lot of money's coming from a pro-pharmaceutical place, or do you know what I mean? You kind of know what you're gonna get. And that's where the debate sort of ends for me. So, chat has become quite lively since talking about politics. I know, I told you, mate, this is what happens. You and Russell Brand. Jesus. Let me say my name, I'm from Finland. How do I say it? Siku. Siku. I don't know how to say it, I'm sorry. Give it me in phonetics, I'll try again. If the choice is voting for lesser evil or not voting, then you're condoning the greater evil by remaining silent. Nerd with the counter! Oh my goodness. My goodness. We're French good at using white, flimsy, thin things like flags, for instance. You yellow-bellied surrender monkeys, to quote Monty Python. Oh, shit. Let's have an IRL stream where we only talk about politics. Holy shit. I'll turn up with a big comb over and we'll talk politics. Oh, Christ. Over here it doesn't work. Vote white, null, or don't go to vote at all. Even 99.9% of the votes are white nulls. A government will be elected by the remaining 0.1. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Although there should be a box in every vote for none of the candidates. It would be interesting to see how many are actually represented in the vote. Yeah. Your phone's overheating. It's too intense. Jeez. We don't have the white vote. It's just an old debate. We don't have the white vote. It's just an old debate. What's that? Sorry, sorted. How you comb that beard across? Listen, I have a formidable, albeit dusty, beard comb. I reckon I could do a comb over with this. I reckon I could. Play at the league at the same time for maximum salt. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's how we debate. We debate on the lane. See on the mid lane, motherfucker. Ah, shit. A beard over, yeah. I think we can all agree, whoever you, and no matter your opinion is shit. Or at least someone else thinks so. Yeah, totally. Vote for none of the above. Problem with white voting in France is that it doesn't actually have any power. They're counted as non-votes, but without the shame of not voting. Oh, I thought it went deeper than that. I thought if there was an overwhelming amount of white votes, then, you know, things would be looked at. I didn't think it would be like, and these people don't give a shit. Do you know what I mean? Seiku. Seiku. Seiku! I did it. It's like haiku, but with a sei. Seiku. Who is this babyface fellow? Dover Beast, how's it going, mate? I am a babyface fellow. I've said this to you before. If I ever do a proper shave, I look about 7. I'm going to say 7. I have a baby face. Nice, nerd. White vote just doesn't count. Wow, that's shit. So I know you've made me aware of satisfaction. Now I'm super hyped for it. That's what it's about, never before. Seiku, more like waifu. To use an African version of democracy, 1 man, 1 vote, and then you never need to vote again because you made your choice. Told they could pass a middle schooler again if I shaved. I honestly have a very baby face. Very baby face. Right, this is all broken here. I've not been paying much attention to the game. This is what happens when we talk about politics. I pay even less attention. Okay. We are pumping out oil, but we don't have an oil tank. I need to fix that in a moment. Because I'd like to get this oil level down so we can dig all the rest of this out without dropping loads of oil in these little pools. This seems to be quite toasty down here. Probably because of these tiles. It's made a little bit of petroleum. But that's fine. We do have access to a lot of lava down here, which is kind of nice. Something to think about. And quite a big pocket here as well. Look at all this lava we've got. Or magma, sorry. So that's cool. How much fossil are we up to? 20 tons of fossil. So from that, we do not get very much lime, do we? Holy shit. How much lime do we get from that? Hold on a second. Fossil. No, wait, where is it? Fossil. Fossil to lime. So for every 100 kilos, we get 5 kilos. Somebody please do the maths. So we'll get like 1,000 kilos or something. We'll get like a ton. Is that what's going to happen? Oh no, that's not very much, is it? If you vote white, you should be a man and go. If you vote white, you should be a man and go into politics. You think you have better views than everyone else. If you think you have better views than wait, hold on, Cunny. What are you saying, bud? What are you saying? If you vote white, you should be a man and go into politics. You think you have better views than everyone else. 2018, people still vote. It was an elaborate ruse to kill your save once again. Ah, like old times. I had to keep my beard down stub because a proper beard puts 10 years on my face. Yes. Hold on. Seiku! Thank you. Thank you very much for the follow, buddy. And welcome. Welcome, you Finnish son of a gun. Is oil not politics? No, don't go there. Don't go there. Vote for me. I have a beard and occasionally have occasionally been trustworthy. Jesus. No one gets into politics and remains a good person. Yeah, that's the thing. Money corrupts, isn't it? Simple. Listen, we all know the deal, yet we still go through the paces, and that's my thing. I don't want to go through the paces anymore. I don't want to have to. And that's, as I say, my mum literally calls me an anarchist because my mum and dad are very stoic about it. Like, you must vote, you must represent a, have an opinion on it, take a stance on it. And I'm like, I don't really want to. I understand people were persecuted for the vote. I understand people fought for it and died for it. But we live in the information age now, and we can all see through this transparent bullshit. So I am not interested. Seem to have a really weird resolution. I do, Nalash. It is a really weird resolution. But it should be higher quality than 720p, I believe. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Exactly, Sindane. Yeah, that is a beautiful, beautiful one. Those people fought for your right to choose to vote. Yeah, that's not how it's portrayed, though, is it? They fought for my right to vote. Right, okay, let's rip these out, because I'm sick of these little warnings. And a boop, and a boop. And we'll put, whoever comes down here, we'll put in a thing. We'll give them a little special treat. How much power do you need to have to be as corrupted as a ginger? How very dare you? How very dare you? Hello? Hey, lady. Oh, you don't sound happy. You don't sound happy at all. Okay. Oh, deeper diver's lungs. That's not going to be that useful, but oh well. Right, we can rip all this gubbins out, can't we? We can get all this. We can actually destroy all of this, can't we? So let's do that. let's do an all, and let's rip out all this crap. Because I don't want it. I don't want any of it. None of it. Go away. Desudro waves, by the way, darling.
Huh?
I said Desudro waves. You okay?
Yeah.
1 second, guys. Hello, can you hear me? I am back. Sorry about that. What's going on? What did I do? Oh yeah, we can't get to this. Alright, let's rip all this crap out. What are you talking about? Did I leave you all moused over some germs or something? Is that what I did? I'm sorry. I thought you'd want to watch what was going on with my dupes digging. Just for a minute. I am sorry, alright? I didn't mean to. Right, we'll leave this crap here. We'll dig out the rest of this gubbins. Please read chat. What did I miss? We're looking for life in the oil. He wanted to look for slime closely. He went to fulfill his destiny. I saw it broke 1 billion germs. What? Oh shit. Oh, it was this here. I see. Slime germ counter day 723. 992.653. For £2 a month you can help feed these germs rotten dupes. Jesus. Didn't leave any dig jobs. I thought they'd be able to do all this. I didn't really pay much attention, to be honest. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Right, on a plus note. We're up to 14 tons of steel. We're getting there. We just need a lot more. We're getting there. And we are doing this sort of stuff that does help us later. We're getting all this cleared out and getting all the crap acquired from down here. We'll have loads of diamond and all sorts of goodies, which is good. Yeah, I don't think we've got much more fossil over here anyway, so we're probably going to be done with this in a minute. Might dig a little bit here just to get these bits, and then we can finish this at another time. Be free! How does insulation work? No, I haven't played this game in months. I've read that they changed the way Abysslight works. There's no... you can't build with Abysslight in its raw form anymore, buddy. So Abysslight is now a crafting ingredient for a different type of material, basically. So your options early on is probably building like insulated tiles from like igneous rock or something. And then when you get to the point where you can start making some, you want to make yourself some ceramic. Ceramic's very good. It's a very good insulator. And will sort of tide you over that sort of gap. Oh, take it easy, Cunny. Much love, bud. Where did my bearded friend go? I'm back now. I'm back. I'm here. Hello? Can you see me? I'm back. So yeah, ceramic's really powerful. Other than that, you've also got the option to use things like you can use vacuums around your super hot buildings, which will give you a bit more of a... dig this out. Vacuums around buildings obviously sort of completely insulate them. So, for example, in our base up at the top here, I've insulated my oxygen setup. So here's my electrolyzer setup. That's obviously, you know, it's got gas in there that's quite warm. In order to stop it from getting towards my base, I've vacuumed around it in a little area around it, and that just means that none of this temperature is ever transferred to the base, which is kind of nice. That is another option. But yeah, ceramic's very powerful. And the only thing is it's a bit labour intensive to make. Your dupes do a lot of trips back and forth to make it, which is not ideal. Craigham, how's it going, bud? Bolt Colt, how are you? And Muggins, geez, everyone's coming in at once. How are you all doing? What do you know? Yeah, we'll go down slide there. What do you know? What's good? What's happening? What do you know? Destroying those ruined tiles still looks amazing to me. In my day, we just had to deal with it. Yeah, it is. It's good to get rid of them, don't get me wrong. And getting the automation and stuff from behind them. But it's just weird that we still can't get rid of ladders. Like, why can't we get rid of ladders? Do you know what I mean? How did you do that, the vacuum container? What I basically did, Nailu, if you look in here, we've got a few airlocks around the side. So I've got 4 airlocks here. Alright? And these airlocks are on a hydro switch here with automation. So all I did, I built the main structure and then I connected these doors up with some automation wire. And when I was vacuuming out the room with these pumps that were already in the room, I had these doors open. And then once it was all a vacuum, I shut these doors and then allowed my electrolyzers to start producing oxygen, and that gave me the insulation, basically. I did it up here as well with my first steam vent, but I didn't really bother with the others because we were having a bug. But yeah. Getting silly amounts of gas in here, it's very strange. Playing my favourite game streamed, nice. Is it a good game strat to just dig everything? G-Burst, sort of, yeah. It depends. Like, you need to be careful depending on what you're digging. If you're digging out a slime biome, for example, you kind of need to keep an eye on your germs and your dupe's immunity as you're doing it. But when we're digging with exosuits, digging out an oil biome, you can kind of do... Hold on. You can kind of do whatever you want. Like, my dupes are never going to scold. The worst thing that can happen is they'll run out of oxygen if they get stuck somewhere for too long. But other than that, we're pretty much golden now. We can sort of do what we want down here. I like to get all the materials, basically, so... I like to do that. I'm actually going to leave this for a second. We'll wall this from the other side. I don't want any of this water to get down here, so let's just do... Let's do that. Obviously, you've got to find out how to make that. Frost side, dead easy, mate. It's not a difficult thing to make. You make it in the kiln. So just like you make coal to refined carbon, you take clay and coal to make ceramic. The only problem is, and again, you can just bang down a load of these. You can have, 10 of these in a line if you want to get a load quickly. The only problem with it is, dupes require a lot of delivering jobs to do it because they only deliver small amounts of coal. So because it needs 100 kilos of clay and 25 kilos of coal, they regularly come and deliver to it. So you might be best setting up with sweeper arms, which is probably the way I would do it if I was doing it properly. But I'm lazy. I just made enough that I needed. That was basically what I did. So we're currently on the steel grind, by the way, guys, if anyone's wondering. We're not in space yet. We've uncovered space, but we're not there yet. So we've started doing a few of the bunker doors, but we've removed our jetpacks. And what I'm basically doing now, I'm getting enough steel together so we can build a little space outpost up here, and then we'll put some jetpacks up here. We have built some jetpacks, but we had to remove them because they basically killed our game. So we've got jetpacks kicking around all over the place, but they lagged our game out, so we had to remove them. But we will use them just exclusively in space in a bit, I think. That is the dream. What are the benefits to clearing as opposed to digging exploit tunnels? Exploit tunnels? Exploit tunnels. Why is Twitch skipping stuff? I want to watch the show with no lag. Sorry, Seiko. If I don't have access to the codex, mate,